Hey everyone, just wanted to share an odd story from back when I did 911 calls. I've posted in this subreddit before with a previous story, but this one is about my work. A bit of backstory. I'm an EMT of 6 years. I usually did 24-hour shifts, and nighttime was when we would get the tough calls, as expected. I have two stories to tell. The first one is the main one, and the second one is just a fun, weird thing that happened a couple of times. This run came out around 1 or 2 in the morning, and isn't anything too paranormal. It could be a prank, but still, it was a very odd occurrence. So, a couple years ago, we were dispatched to a man down call. As it states, we were called to a person who's unconscious, or passed out, or something along those lines. When we're toned out, it's through an electronic system with pre-recorded run types, to give us just a basic idea of what we're walking into. When we arrived at the patient's home, it looked like an abandoned building. It's hard to describe, but it just didn't look like the kind of building someone was currently living in. As we approached, we had our flashlights out scanning the front lawn. All the lights were off in the building, and the door was locked. We started banging on the door, but no one answered. So my partner and I then started looking around the building, checking to see if the patient was somewhere around in the front or back lawn. We found nothing. We then started checking the windows to see if any of them were unlocked. We found one that was unlocked, thankfully, but it was a little high up. My partner, being a shorter, slightly heavy-set guy, jokingly says, "Well, I ain't getting my fat ass up there. Hop up." So I slide the window open and grab my light. I'm a bit nervous because of the circumstances. You never know what you're walking into with a situation like this. For all I know, this could be a setup or some shit. But I know we have a man down who needs our help. So I jump up, grab the railing, and slide in. As I fall to the floor, it's pitch black and completely empty in the room. My heart is racing. Then, in my mind's eye, which is the only way I can describe it, everything just seems to slow down. I'm assuming this is from the adrenaline rush. And, at first, I thought I had heard the most deafening, blood-curdling scream. It seemed to last forever, but then I came to and realized it was just an alarm going off. I then freaked out. I start running through the building looking for anyone. As I'm running through this building, there's old furniture, holes in the wall, things like that. Again, this place doesn't look like anyone lives there. And all the while that I'm running through this place looking for someone down, this damn alarm is busting my eardrums out. Well, I couldn't find anyone, so I unlocked the front door and let my partner in. He's laughing and asks, "What the fuck is going on there, man?" I told him I couldn't find anyone. We call our dispatch to cut the alarm off, which happened pretty quickly, thankfully. We both do a detailed surveillance of the property and find fucking nothing. No signs of anyone living there, and no person down. It's a 1-story building, and we didn't find a basement, so we contacted our dispatch about everything and stated there was no patient. We marked back in service and went back to the firehouse. But what makes this odd is that we spoke to our dispatch about the run a day or two afterwards. They stated that there was someone on the other line speaking to them. This means it wasn't as if someone's life alert went off or something. Someone actually spoke to them. But there were no phones there, and no one was living there. But the number was directed to that building, which means it wasn't just someone's cell phone. I still don't know what to make of it. It was a few years ago, and I still think back to it and wonder. It could have just been an elaborate prank. But talk with any EMT or nurse who works the night shift, and I'm sure they'll also have a weird tale like this. Weird shit like this just happens sometimes. The second story happened semi-recently. We were called out to a part of town that's very rural, the countryside of the town. We didn't go there too often. The run itself was pretty standard, nothing to note. But on the way to the patient, as we were driving there, our radios in our truck started acting weird. I saw the radio light up, thinking it was our dispatch. But then, instead of someone talking, it started making a weird fuzzy static noise that led into a very loud Morse code. It went on for about a solid minute. My partner and I looked at one another with confusion. We hit up our dispatchers and they said they didn't do it, obviously, and that they didn't hear anything on their side of the traffic. He shrugged it off as whatever and went about the run. The weird thing is that a month or so later we went to that area again. I was with someone different this night and explained to her what had happened the last time me and my other partner went there. She said, "Huh, that's odd." And I kid you not, fucking no joke, the second after she said that, it happened again. I looked at her and just shrugged. I don't know why that would be happening, and I've spoken with other friends in this business who said they haven't heard anything like that before. But hey, just another night shift, I guess. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight's story was a true experience recently shared on Reddit. If you like this story, hit that like button. Consider sharing and subscribing to the channel to be alerted to new uploads. If you'd like to see something specific on my channel, leave a comment below and I will look into it. Good night, everyone.